you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. When my hit is real good, we don't need you.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, Jet.
36 to Mike. Watch the slant.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's complete to Williams. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Buddy up, 56, Mike, 56, 81. Check 99, check 99.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2 yards, good enough for a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
From the gun, Kaiser. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Defense wins championship.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
First down.
Down.
1st and 10 at the
60
30-yard
yards.
line.
Coming to you.
Let's go.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Ready? 15.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Ready.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On the set. Mike, boys, Where's 56? Check 56. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Watch it.
A first down throw for Kaiser. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Chargers take over.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Herbert for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. These two teams all tied after one.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here we go. 8 read.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
I got him.
Back to throw. Herbert. He's got a man. It's Williams.
Here we go.
As an unbiased observer,
Here we go.
I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's complete. It's Green here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Looking to throw. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Ready, break.
5, 36. 56.
Blue draw corkers. Look at me. Zipper.
Watch 36. 36 the mic.
I'm coming now.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgler.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Double dog, double dog. That's it. Match Fresno, Fresno. Check it. No, off. Hey, check 13. Check
On 2nd down, here's a run with Matt. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Set, hut, 6. Over the ending. 6. Hustle. Key to tight end. 4 down. Check 26. Shit. Check. Go. Check hot route. Hot. Bang.
3rd and short yardage, Kaiser. He's going to sling this deep down into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. There he goes left side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
I got you, boy.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
He wasn't ready.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
to throw on third down. Herbert, he's going to fire this thing deep right side. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Hey, I'm coming. Mike.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go, bring it on.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this one complete to Reed. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot out to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Kaiser to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And some space here. Past the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Mack. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
58, Mike. Here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Herbert. Got a man. It's complete. Williams.
Let's go, baby.
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
60 Pittsburgh.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chargers' 26-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Kaiser. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of where you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Herbert. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Caught on the right side, Reed. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And the Steelers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Ebron's got it.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out.
Here we go. 6 yards. Check.
On first down, it's Mack.
It's run, fellas. It's run.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Kaiser. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check. Out. Go. Motion to the backfield. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 49's the mic. Stay with your man.
Throwing again. Kaiser.
Okay, just like that.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Kaiser now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw here. Kaiser escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Mack. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch the whip.
Operating from the gun. Kaiser. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevon Seymour. The intended receiver there, Allen. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 52.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Check pass, check pass.
From the 41, Kaiser. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Kaiser. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a toss play to Eckler, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a desperation throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Kaiser here looking to throw it. And now he'll tuck it and run. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike 56. It's a party now. Whoa. Mike 56.
From the gun, Kaiser. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He'll get this to Eckler, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Got it.
36 to Mike. Hey, we got tight left. Odd. 3 down. Odd. Joker.
On, hit it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert and Reed with it over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Pittsburgh, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.